Hello, goddesses. So many of you have been writing in and asking, how do I give back to philanthropic causes? How do I give to grow? What's Sage's model for giving to grow my business? I want to give back to philanthropic causes, but I also need to grow my business and hire an assistant and, enroll clients and do all the things that makes my business profitable. When do I start giving and how much? And how do I do it in a way that grows my brand? So I just met somebody that I'm about to interview for you, and then I'm going to hop back on and kind of debrief with you for a few minutes. I met Blake Mykoski of Tom's Shoes. He's amazing. I love Tom's Shoes. You guys all know Tom's Shoes. Buy a shoe, give a shoe to a kid who needs one, right? Who doesn't want to give shoes to kids? What an incredible model of business growth. So I'm about ready to interview him just for a few minutes. He's a busy man, but I want to invite you to pay attention to where he's coming from when he talks about his brand. He talks about it in a way that he includes anybody who's ever bought a pair of shoes. Hear what I'm saying. He actually invites us to become a we in the movement of buy a pair of shoes, give a pair of shoes to a kid in need. How do we put shoes on every kid on the planet together? And so as you listen to him, I invite you to think about your own brand. How can you use the word we? From the moment even 1 or 2 or 3 clients hire you, or you launch a group program of 10 clients or 100 clients, how do you start weaving them into a community so that they feel like a part of what it is that you're doing? And then when you give back, it doesn't matter the quantity. It matters the quality. It matters that you actually are doing something with that $25 a month or $250 a month or $2,500 a month. It doesn't matter how much, but that you're doing something that you feel so good about that you can share it with your clients and let them know, every time they bring a friend to one of your events, every time, they invite a friend to take you up on a complimentary session, that they're a part of then doing something good for people in your world, your kind of tribe. I had a client last year who was a sexual healer. She did healing around women who had sexual trauma. And every time she got a client, she donated to sex trafficking. What a perfect on-brand match. So listen to where Tom's coming from, and then I'll be back with you to just share a couple of things. And it's kind of loud out there, so just listen carefully because I'm going to be interviewing him in like a busy hallway. Blake Mykoski of Tom's Shoes. I've been talking about Tom's Shoes to you guys forever, and it's all about you having a give back that allows you to grow your business because people trust businesses with social causes, and Tom's like the freaking leader of this. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. How many shoes have you sold?
So we've sold and given away 88 million pairs of shoes, and the only reason that's happened is we've allowed our customers to be part of the giving experience. With 1 for 1, it's very simple. When you buy a pair, we give a pair, and because we've made giving the top priority of our business, people have joined us on this movement, and we've helped 88 million kids.
It's so amazing. We're so inspired.
Thank you.
So what would you say to a woman who's just starting her business and she's just got her first, $50,000 a year for 6 figures a year of revenue, and she's looking to give back?
Yep.
What would you say to her about giving back in terms of it's not about having to make $1 million before you start giving back, right?
No, and I don't even think it takes 50,000. I think it literally is just finding ways to have an impact in the areas that your customers care the most about.
Yes.
And that's one of the things we've recognized with Tom's is like we were able to tap into something that everyone could understand what life would be like without shoes. And so whatever amount of money you're spending, it's super important. If it's going to drive your business, it's got to be connected to what your customers care about.
100%. And what I love about Tom is he's not ever just like laying dormant. He's always looking for what's my edge of passion, and now he's got an initiative to end gun violence by passing a law that requires people to have a background check. And I just want to have you say a few words about that so we can get that message out.
It's what we were just talking about. It's actually really about just we all want to be safe, right? And one way for us to be more safe and to reduce the shootings that keep happening, whether it's our synagogues or our yoga studios or our kids' schools, is to have everyone required to do a background check. That will keep felons from buying guns, which they currently can. It'll keep domestic abusers from buying guns. And so really we are 100% pro Second Amendment, 100% pro guns. I'm from Texas, grew up hunting. I love guns, but we got to make sure the wrong people don't keep getting them, because that's what's leading to the violence. So we have a very simple thing on toms.com. You can go and send a postcard to your representative urging them to pass universal background checks. We have about 715,000 Americans who've done it so far. Our goal is to get to 1 million before we go to Congress on February 5th.
So send a postcard. We're going to talk more about how you can use your live events, use your online launches, and partner with humanitarian causes and give back as a way to actually grow your business, and send a postcard so that we can stop gun violence right now. And thank you so much for doing what you do.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mwah. Bye.
That was great.
Okay, so isn't he great? Just so authentic and so real. He's grown a, billion-dollar company. He's, sold millions of shoes, given millions of shoes. I mean, how many of us aspire to be givers at that level as we're also growing businesses, right? Beautiful model. Now, notice when I asked him about gun laws, right, that he actually said, we want a healthy, we want a safe community, right? He immediately went to what we want. That's just really smart, authentic marketing, right? Because what I invite you into is really learning that marketing is not a dirty word. Marketing is about creating the we, because we're really moving from a time of I into a time of we. People want to be a part of something. And so when you launch your events, your business, your message, at a bigger level, when you can really speak to your clients in terms of we, the collective, and speaking right to you, you get to actually inspire them that much more quickly. And then that you include them in on the give back. So buy one, give one is a great model. We've done some of that here at Women Rocking Business, right? What Tom does, what Blake does is people buy a pair of shoes and he's able to afford to give a pair of shoes. He's figured out the profit on that so that it's still profitable. We've done micro lending at Women Rocking Business. So when a woman joins our program, we give a micro loan to a woman in a third world country, right, who's wanting to start a business. It's not always sustainable, and it hasn't been totally sustainable for us to every single time somebody joins, we sponsor exactly one woman for every woman. But what we have done is, like, for every 5 women that join, then we can sponsor another micro loan, right? So just to get clear within your community, here's what we're doing. And then to be public about it, not from a place of bragging, but from a place of here's what you get to be a part of, okay? And even this works whether you have 3 clients or 30 clients or 3,000 clients. Here's what you get to be a part of when you join this movement, when you commit to having these results in your life, these health results, these relationship results. You also get to be a part of helping these people. You don't lead with, you get to help these people. You lead with, you get to have this result, and as a result of you getting the benefits and the confidence and the improved relationships, you're also going to get to help these people. Blake said perfectly well on stage when I heard him speak earlier, you've got to have a solid product, and the give back has to be complementary, okay? So there's some tips for you to get going in terms of thinking, how do I give to grow? And then we go into a lot of depth in this on our courses. Thank you for being the best part of Women Rocking Business. Thank you for giving back. Thank you for being a part of the tribe. And thank you for being the kind of woman who I know is destined for success because you have a huge heart. And as your bank account grows, you're just going to do more good with the money that you make. Mwah. Hello, goddesses. I just talked to Blake, and yes, I just wanted to be sure that you can still send a postcard to encourage our politicians to pass a law that requires background checks before people can buy guns. So please just click the link below. It takes 30 seconds, and let's make sure that we do that to keep our communities safe. And just in honor of Blake and what he's done, he's grown a $500 million company. He's sold 88 million shoes. In the name of giving, go ahead and post below, what is a charity that you want to give to? What's a philanthropy that you want to be a part of as your business grows that could align with your brand? I just want to get a brainstorm going, so post that below, and I'll see you on the other side. Mwah.